Hello dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I am Ghulam Sanwar and today I will be discussing one of the rules from grammar which is in all classes, and especially 8th class students will find this thing in examination, and not only up to 12th class, but you need it for higher classes also up to university level, graduate level. Very important rule, and for all classes. Why it is? Because it is a vocabulary item. You know, in your English books you find at the end of every lesson vocabulary. And what does this vocabulary mean? This means that you will find different items, any kind of grammatical item. But here today, no doubt I am discussing about vocabulary, but this vocabulary item is for affixation, that means word formation. How we can find different words when we need to speak things, because sometimes we feel the need of words. Where do we get these words from? If we have a single word, we can form many words from that single word. How it is possible? That is only possible when we have a lot of vocabulary. And what is the point and where from this vocabulary comes? It comes through different rules, and one of the rules for this is affixation. Let me tell you, generally teachers and my students, generally you might have heard about two things, that is prefix and suffix. You might have heard from even 6th class, it is in 7th class, it is in 8th class, 9th, 10th and onwards. But it is not only that suffix and prefix, but there is actually these suffix and prefixes, the rules, these come from a root word, that is what we call as affixation. What is this affixation? When we add some more words or some more syllables, sometimes a syllable or sometimes more than a syllable, to a root word, whether in the beginning, whether at the end, whether in the middle, and that is what I am going to discuss today. So, affixation, when we talk about affixation, this is for word building, for word formation, for finding different words that we generally use in our speaking, and there are many these roots from this affixation. One is that is called as suffix. You might have heard, I will tell you later on what these rules are and what these words mean. There is prefix, and the third one is infix. So, mind it, what is the first one? Suffix, very good. What is the second one? Prefix. What is the third one? Infix. And there is the fourth one, that is circumfix. The fifth one is simulfix, and the another one is suprafix. Let me first of all tell you what these words mean. When I talk about suffix, let me tell you first about the words first. When there is a word and we add something at the end of a word, what do we add? We generally add either a syllable, or sometimes we call it as a morpheme. We add to a root word, that is very important to remember. Something, a syllable or a morpheme that we add at the end of a root word, that is called as suffix. Then prefix, when we add a morpheme or a syllable to a root word in the beginning of a word, that is called as prefix. Then here is one more word, that is infix. And what does this mean? When we add what? A syllable in the middle of a word, that is called as circumfix. That is called as infix. Then when I talk about circumfix, what is this circumfix? We add at the both sides, in the beginning and at the end of a word. We add in the beginning, that means as a prefix, then at the end, that means as a suffix, and when we add suffix as well as a prefix to a root word. So, that is called as what we call it as a circumfix. Then there is one more word, that is simulfix. Simulfix is a word, this I have already told you in while talking about numbers, changing of numbers, for example singular to plural. Sometimes in English we change vowels, internal vowels of a word, and in English that is also a word formation. For example, here is man, so we can write it as plural men. We change A into E. Then foot, we add double E, we change it, that means it becomes feet. Then mouse, it becomes mice. In English this is simulfix, this is also a word formation, no doubt we change it from singular to plural. Then there is suprafix. What is this suprafix? I will give you each for every this rule I will give you some examples, but let me first of all define it, and then it is suprafix. What is this suprafix? Suprafix, we use different words as different parts of speech. For example, let me tell you, I will give you one by one. Here is the word affixation, and what is the root word here? That is fix. See, F-I-X, fix is the root word here, and when we add to A-T-I-O-N, it becomes fixation. Fix as verb, then fixation as verb or as noun, we can use it. Then if we use here one more thing, AF, so see, I have added here this as prefix, here it is as suffix, okay, here is the root word. So what is now? This is whole of this word, all of this word, this we call as circumfix. So fix is the root word. Now I was talking about suprafix. Suprafix in English is a word where we use a word differently from one part of speech to another. Let me give you an example. I will write here an example, L-I-G-S-T, light. When we use the same, when there is no change in a word, when there is no change in a word, we do not add anything to a word, but we use it as a different parts of speech. So that is suprafix. How? For example, if we use this word as light, there is a as verb, I will tell you, light the candle please. So light, no change in the spelling, but change in meaning as verb. I will say, see, bring that chair here. It is very light to lift, light. So the same word has been used as adjective, okay, clear. Then when I talk the same word as noun, can you? Yes, one of the students, very good. Noun, there is a lot of light in this room, the sun gives us light, like that. So this is what we call as suprafix. One more word, book. Book is as noun, okay. When I call you, when I tell you use this word as in a sentence as noun, you say this is my book, very good. If the same word is used as verb, what can you tell? Yes, you are going to Gulmarg, we are going to Gulmarg, and let us book a room. So here the same word has been used as verb. So this in English is called as suprafix, okay. Now let me come to the point now. Why do we use this affixation in English? It helps us in speaking, very good. We need this to form many words, and from one word we can get many words. For example, when a root word, when we add suffix to a root word, how do we form different words? First thing, changing verbs into nouns. When a word is a verb, then we want to change it into a noun. So what is the formula? For example, I will write here some of the words that you need to know. For example, if we write here a word, or if we add er, sometimes or, sometimes ar to a root word. I will give you the words later on, and then I will give me a verb where we can use. For example, I write here a word eat, or err. It is a, we can add or to it, it becomes error, changing verbs into noun. Okay, or I will give, let me write a word here, I will write a word here eat. If I add ing to it, it becomes eating. Then here is a word ant, we add ant, ent, for example ment, etc. So these are the suffixes that we add to a root word. For example, I will write here read, we add ing, it becomes reading. Or here is a word beg, sometimes we add this, you know, in English there are spelling rules, different spelling rules, there are exceptions also. The last letter is doubled somewhere when it is this, when there is a vowel, but this is only, there is one syllable word, but these are the exceptions, there are exceptions, it is not always. Then if I write here govern, govern, govern as verb, so if we add ment, government. Okay, then here is the word achieve, achievement, employ, if we add this word or this employ, employ, employer. So verbs into nouns. There are the verbs that can be formed into nouns by adding many suffixes like that, or, er, ing, ant, ent, etc., etc. Or paint, pant, it is as noun also. If I use it as verb, I can use it, for example, I can paint this room myself. So paint as verb. So if you want to make it as noun, yes please, very good, painter, it is painter. So we have used the word er here. So how we can form words differently. Now the second is when suffixes changing adjectives into nouns, changing adjectives into nouns. For example, I will write here changing adjectives into nouns. How can you? I will give you some example. For example, we add ness sometimes, ness to a root word. We add not only ness but also ity or ty only, because sometimes we change y. Let me write a word lazy, lazy. Can you make it as a noun? Because lazy is an adjective, and when we want to change it into a noun, we can write it as laziness. Very good. And some more words, happy. So y is changed, we write I, then that is why I write sometimes ity, yeah, ness like that. So spelling rules are different, but we change y and we write I. Then here is a word dark. Can you make it as a noun? Yes, very good, darkness. Okay, here is the word sweet, sweetness. So how we can frame words from one word, from one part of speech into another. Then there are words that suffixes changing nouns into adjectives, nouns into adjectives. For example, let me write nouns into adjectives. I have already told you that we can form words from one parts of speech to another by changing their suffixes sometimes and sometimes prefixes. Now, here is a word, for example, I will write a word help, H-E-L-P, help. Help is, we can use it as a noun also, as a verb also, but if we use F-U-L and as a suffix, so it is helpful. Then fear, F-E-A-R, fearful, care, C-A-R-E, care, careful, very good. Truth is there, T-R-U-T-H, truth. Can you make it by adding F-E-L? Very good, it is truthful. So, when we sometimes add L-E-S-S to a noun, hopeless, now I have told you that we can frame or we can form nouns into adjectives, nouns into adjectives. We use F-U-L, we use L-E-S-S, we can use here F-O, we can use I-S-H, we can use as I am talking about suffixes, I-S-H, we can use ed even sometimes, because sometimes when we use ed we generally form the words as verbs, and we can use en or an sometimes. For example, talent, talented, talented as adjective, not as verb. Sometimes we add ed to a word and it becomes as a verb also. For example, play, play is a noun, it is also as a verb, but if we use played, so this is as verb. Then child as a noun, if you use ish at its end as a suffix, so it becomes as adjective, that is childish. Very good. So, here are many rules, some of the suffixes change verbs into adjectives, verbs into adjectives, as now here nouns into adjectives. Now, one more, that is verbs into adjectives. How we can frame it, how we can form it. For example, I will write a word love. If we add a morpheme or if we add a syllable to it, able, it becomes another word lovable as an adjective. Or let me tell you one more word, laugh, L-A-U-G-H, laugh as verb. So, A-B-L-E, laughable, very good. Then read, R-E-A-D, can you anybody? Yes, readable, that is nice. How we can change form words from verbs into adjectives. Then suffixes changing nouns into other nouns, nouns into other nouns. Like that, I will tell you nouns into another other nouns. For example, I will write here book as noun. We can use, if we add ed to it, booked, booked, that is as verb. But if we use let, this becomes booklet. So, one more word, booklet, or here is a leaf, leaflet. Then sometimes we add ist to a noun and to form another noun. For example, type, T-Y-P-E, type. So, to form another noun, T-Y-P-I-S-T, but we have to take sometimes into consideration the spelling as well. Sometimes we change y into I, that is what I say. And then it is, for example, king. What is king? Yes, yes, it is noun. Okay, can you make it as a noun? One more word, that is we use DOM, it becomes kingdom or freedom. Then there is wisdom, W-I-S-E, wise. So, no doubt an adjective, but we can use it as wisdom. Then there is ship, noun into noun, we use ship. For example, friend. Friend is a noun. Okay. Can you make it as a noun? Very good. It is friendship. Friendship. One more word I will give you, honor. OWNER. Ownership. Very good. Then HEAD, head, as noun, headship, etc. Then sometimes what we use this root word, this is not a root word, but this is as a suffix to form another word. For example, I will write here child, add HOOD, so you can make it as childhood, manhood. Then there is boyhood, girlhood, womanhood, etc. This is how we can frame different words from suffixes into another parts of speech. Now let me now discuss about what prefixes. How do we change or these use prefixes? These prefixes are used mostly to form two things. That's very important to note, that is negatives and opposites. I'll write some of the words here. So shall I rub it off? Okay, thank you. Now let me tell you, when I take about negative prefixes, now let me tell you first prefixes. When we add something in the beginning of a root word, we can form new words, but mostly by adding a syllable or by adding what I have already told you, a morpheme to a root word, we frame or we form what we when we add in the beginning of a word, that is prefix, we form negatives or we form what I say opposites. Antonyms you say, negative prefixes. These are, we add ANTI, I will write because time is limited, anti, then I will write NON, non, I will write UN, un, I will write DIS, dis, I will write IN, I am, I will write here IL, IR. Then here we have to add the root words to these to form antonyms and opposites. For example, the first word is here national. I will give you two examples, or social. Then here is the word smoker, non-smoker, and SENSE, sometimes a word having not the correct meaning, nonsense. Then non-teaching, here true, untrue, the word forms as untrue, holy, unholy, or I will write here a word fair, unfair. Then here is dis. Can you add some words? Dislike, okay, dishonest, dishonor, discourage, etc. Then IN, incorrect, inactive, very good, insane, intolerant. Then let me add here a word. For example, some students add PORTENT to write it important. That is incorrect. That is not the proper affixation or proper prefix or suffix. So you have to write here possible, that becomes impossible, or that becomes imperfect, impolite. So you can hear polite is a root word, possible here is a root word, we can use these words. Then IL, literate, legal, legible, not that sometimes we add only one part of a word. So while talking about this affixation, what I have already told you, that there are many rules that we can get, many words that we can get by adding in the beginning of a word, at the end of a word, and sometimes in the middle of a word. Not only that, because I have already told you that what is that infix. Infix is a word that we add in the middle of a word. Stereometer, like that, speedometer. Oh, this is that how you can frame, how you can form different words, and mostly that when we generally add what generally use words as different parts of speech. So, inshallah, in next session I will be talking about another rule. Thank you very much, and I hope that you will try in your own homes just to collect the words, just to frame different kinds of words. Thank you very much.